Hi, it's Mike Corsi with Money Matters, and I'm here to talk about the secrets to building good credit. Do you have bad credit? Have you been turned down for a loan? Had to pay too high interest on loans or credit cards you have? Put down a deposit just to have your electricity or gas turned on? Been turned down for employment because of something on your credit report? This may be costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars every year. Building good credit is essential to getting your utilities turned on without a deposit, getting low interest credit cards or cards with desired features like cash back, receiving a home or auto loan, especially with lower interest rates. In short, building and maintaining good credit is essential for saving you money. The bottom line is, building good credit is easy if you understand how. It will take time. You can't wipe away bad credit in just a few days, weeks, or months, but if you follow a few simple rules, you can build your credit from poor to excellent in just a few years. How do I know? Because I did it. In January 2013, I received a foreclosure on my credit report. This and falling way behind on my credit card bills practically ruined my credit. From that time to now, my FICO credit score went from below 500, which is very poor, to over 800 today, which is excellent. How did I do it? The first thing I did is I learned how to think like a lender. I also started reading my credit report and understanding what it all meant and what are the most important factors in it. Secret number one, if you want your credit to improve, you need to think like a lender. So what do lenders want? They want applicants who have an excellent on-time payment history, low credit use levels, no derogatory reports, high average age of your credit accounts, a high number of total accounts, and a low number of credit inquiries. Alright, on-time payments has a high impact on your credit score. This is pretty self-explanatory. It's the percentage of payments you are making on time to your creditors. As you might imagine, the higher, the better. This has a very high effect on your credit score. Keep those payments on time, and it will keep your score high. Credit utilization is also a high impact on your credit score. You might think this is counterintuitive, but new lenders want to see you using as little of your available credit as possible. They want to see some use, of course, but it should generally be below 30% or less of the amount of credit available to you to keep your credit scores higher. This also has a high effect on your credit scores. Derogatory reports has a high impact on your credit score. What is a derogatory report? It's anything that a lender says about your credit that is negative. Examples are foreclosures, bankruptcies, collection actions, public debts like tax liens or child support arrears. You want none of these active on your report. Even one of these can drop your credit score by 20 points or more. Alright, credit age has a medium impact on your credit score. Lenders want to see that you have long established relationships with your accounts, so older is actually better. It's for this reason that you should never close a credit account yourself. You should also strive to ensure a creditor does not close the account on you. This may happen if you go too long on an account without using it. A good rule of thumb is to use a credit account at least once every 6 months. Your total number of accounts has a low impact on your credit score. Lenders also want to see that you can handle relationships with more than just one lender. The more and the more varied types of accounts that you have, the better your credit score will be. Hard inquiries have a low impact on your credit score. Believe it or not, your credit report is probably being looked at more often than you think, but the ones that really count against you are called hard inquiries. Basically, a hard inquiry is any look at your credit report that might result in you getting a new line of credit, like a credit card, or an installment loan, like a car loan. All others are called soft inquiries. For example, if an employer looks at your credit report as part of a pre-employment screening, this is a soft inquiry. Let's put this all together. Ideally, you want to make all your payments on time, keep your balances low, have no judgments or collections on any of your accounts, and keep those accounts open a very long time. and have a large and varied number of accounts that remain active, not open any new accounts. As you can see, some of these attributes compete with one another. So make the rules work in your favor. Secret number 2, work on the high impact items first. Make all your payments on time, keep your balances low with respect to your credit lines, negotiate with or have any judgments or collections removed from your report. But wait, where do I find my credit score? Secret number 3, I use Credit Karma to get my TransUnion and Equifax scores. Why use Credit Karma? Free to join, free updates to both scores weekly, free educational tools about credit, and it tells you what changed on your credit report. So, what to do if you have a bad credit score? Your main goal is to do the following: make all your payments on time, reduce the balances that you owe, and prevent any of your accounts from being charged off or going to collections. So how do you do that? First, make the minimum payments on all your accounts except the one with the lowest balance. 2, pay as much as you can without breaking your budget on the account with the lowest balance until it is completely paid off. 3, when you're done with that one, move on to the next lowest balance account. 4, avoid opening any new accounts until your credit score is above 700. Once you pay off an account, make only the minimum charges on it to keep the account active. About once every 6 months is good for most creditors. Here's what will happen by doing this. 1, your on-time payment percentage will go up, which will help your credit score. 2, your credit utilization percentage will go down, which will also help your credit score. 3, you will avoid any charge-offs, collections, or other derogatory marks. In other words, you will see your credit score go up and up. So what if I'm drowning in debt and I can't afford to pay all my credit card bills and other loans? If your bills are so high and you are so overextended that you can't make all your credit bills and still live within your means, you may need to go into debt consolidation. There are pros and cons of debt consolidation. The pros are you've got one payment to make. It's generally at a lower interest rate. It prevents charge-offs, collections, and other derogatory marks. It prevents long-term damage to your credit and scores if it's used right. The cons are it closes any of your existing credit accounts. It causes a short-term drop in your credit score. It takes years to complete, and it's unnecessary if you have the means to pay off your credit. So remember, debt consolidation is a last resort. Don't do this lightly, but if you do it, go with a reputable company. Consolidated Credit Counseling Services Incorporated at consolidatedcredit.org. They're the ones that help me consolidate my high-interest credit card debt into one loan. Beware of scams. There are a lot of scams out there saying they can wipe away bad credit. Usually these create more problems than they fix. The best way to fix bad credit is with time and good habits. Keep monitoring your credit report yourself. Did I answer your questions? If you liked this video, please give me a like below and don't forget to subscribe. Then turn on notifications so you'll always get my latest videos, and don't forget to leave your questions in the comments section and I'll try to answer them in future videos. Thanks for letting me help you with Your Money Matters.